right, welcome back to another episode of Greezyz Garage. Got something pretty exciting today about a 1964 F100 that we're going to be building here, and we're going to show you the entire build from beginning to end. We're going to start with a bare frame all the way up, and we're going to show that to you. We'll introduce you to the truck in just a minute. So this 1964 F100 that we have, I had it sitting in the backyard. It was in just pieces. Some guy showed up here and needed money. I bought it stupid cheap and said, yeah, okay. And just had it sitting around. And I decided I wanted a shop truck, a truck of my own. But I didn't want to go spend $90,000 for a new truck. So I thought, well, why don't I just take this truck and make it a brand new truck for a third of the price? So instead of 90 grand, maybe I can build this truck. I don't know. We'll see as we go through this. Maybe I can build it for a third of that. That's hopefully the plan. And it's not only that, but I wanted to prove and show to you, the viewer, that you can build this truck instead of going out and spending $90,000. Why don't we build a brand new truck? And I'll talk about this truck, but we can put brand new amenities in it, have all the modern things, backup cameras, all those things. We can do that in a 1964 truck. Plus, you get to pay taxes on a 1964 truck instead of a 2024. Another thing that I want to do with this build is I'm a disabled veteran-owned company, and veterans are near and dear to me. And one of the things that we do here at the shop a lot already anyway is we bring veterans in and show them how to weld, how to paint, things like that. So I've invited veterans to come in and help build this truck and learn and help. And so they'll learn along with you about putting this truck together. It's going to be freaking awesome. But we're calling it, because of that, and our tagline here at Greezyz Gurage is Murica. You got to give that a salute. We're going to call it Project Murica. So one of the reasons for this channel is we want to do these great builds and have a lot of fun and show you all a lot of stuff and be entertaining. We're probably going to do some stupid stuff along the way, some goofy stuff. If you've never met Greezy, we're probably going to have him come in a few times and do a little cameo appearances, if you will. But our main objective is to support veterans, and giving them some purpose and mission in their lives, and also just to give them some fun. So that really helps if you would go down and hit that like and subscribe. Not only are you supporting us, but you're supporting all of our causes and our objectives in helping the veteran community. All right, so with that said, after you hit that subscribe button, now we're going to introduce you to Project Murica. All right, here she is, folks. This is it. This is the beauty right here. Remember, this thing was sitting in complete pieces in the back of the lot here at Greezyz Garage. And we kind of put it together to kind of see how things was going to go together and kind of get a game plan. So we're going to be stripping this thing back all the way back to bare frame. So let's talk about what we're going to do to this build. Remember, the idea is to try to make this a more modern truck. Still be usable, still be able to pull a trailer. I want to do all those things with this truck, but I want that modern feel. So, the purists out there, they're not going to be as happy about this truck as I'm going to be happy when I'm driving down the road, feeling like I'm driving in a 2024 Mustang, right? So let's talk about the style. What we're going to do here in the purpose of the truck. I want it to be an over-the-road cruiser. That's what I'm looking for. I'm something I can drive every single day over the road. And what I mean by over the road is if I got to go pick up a 32 Ford Roadster body in Nashville, Tennessee, I can load this truck up, jump in it, hook up the trailer, and go. That's what I want this truck to do. That's what I want it to be in everyday use. But I want it, like I said, again, I want it to be updated. And we'll talk about those updates a little bit later. So first, let's talk about engine. 351 Windsor. I built this engine for this truck. I built it a little bit hefty, but not too bad. It's going to be about 400 horsepower with an automatic overdrive transmission. We put a 315 gear ratio in it. It's what we'll put in the rear, and that way we have that nice cruising speed. Remember, this is supposed to be a long haul over the road truck, not only just for local stuff, parts truck, whatever. The chassis we're using the original 1964 chassis. But one of the things that we're going to do is going to Crown Vic the front end. Going to Crown Vic the front end here. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm Crown Vicking it is because I picked this frame up from somebody else that already had the Crown Vic under it, so it's just going to stay. So I'm just going to leave it. The rest of the frame had nothing on it. It was bare. The rear end, we're going to do a 2023 Mustang independent rear suspension under the rear. I picked one of those up from a local parts pull apart place here, so we're going to put one of those in there. If you've never done one of these trucks, you're going to love that episode, because that independent rear suspension is a game changer under these things if you're trying to get the ride quality that we're trying to get. The wheels, if you've never done a Crown Vic before, the wheel choices are the hard part about Crown Vics. That's the hardest part about doing a Crown Vic, is there's not very many wheel choices. You almost really kind of got to follow along with the Mustang wheels, if you will. Steel wheels are hard to come by, and if you do find them, to be honest with you, I don't like the look of them. They got that old Dodge, if you know what I'm talking about, the old Dodge with the circles around. I don't like that look. So we're going to go, Vox makes a replica Mustang wheel. It's all black, and it looks really cool. I've already mocked up a borrowed one on this truck and said, yeah, that's what I want. So that's what we're going to go with. Interior, let's talk about the interior. Interior, we're gonna keep the original bench seat. I'm going to recover that, and then one of the things that we're going to do here, you can see I've already mocked in kind of a steering column there, and we're going to do a complete tilt steering. But the interior, I want it to be brand new. I want it to look brand new, all full carpet, painted, everything. So yeah, look, and you can see it's in pretty good shape. We got little patch panels to do on the floors and things like that, but we're going to paint this complete thing from top to bottom. It's going to be brand spanking new in there. All right, so the outside. Let's talk about the paint on the outside. It always seems to raise feathers with people, but I want that patina look. I've never done a vehicle. I mean, that's what I paint cars for a living, and it's hard for me to go, all right, I'm just not going to paint it. That's hard for me to say and hard for me to do. But I've always wanted one. I'm always going to do one. But let me tell you, there's going to be a twist with this one. I'm not going to give the surprise away. It's going to be a patina truck, but there is going to be paint on it at the same time. I'm going to do something really cool, really neat along that patriotic America theme kind of a thing. But one of the things that I want to do is on the bed. You can see the bed's pretty bad. We're going to cut all that out, and we're going to put a wooden floor in it. And I've got a buddy, and we're going to engrave or route our logo in on the bed, and that's going to be pretty cool. So we'll show you how to do that. We're going to put the gas tank under the frame in the back. It's one of the things I forgot to mention for the chassis that we're going to do. And then we're going to do a little patriotic kind of a thing up on the hood of it as well. So brakes, it'll have four-wheel disc brakes, not four-wheel drive. Four-wheel disc brakes all around, independent rear and independent front suspension, so independent suspension all the way around. Again, I'm trying to make a 2024 feel of a truck for 1964, so I'm going to put in a Apple CarPlay, touchscreen, backup cameras. We'll do some odometer gauges. I'm going to build my own console for the gauges up there. We're going to put a nice sound system in it. I'm going to put cruise control on it, air conditioning, heat. I want it to be comfortable. So I want it's a truck that I can use. Now, here's the nice thing, guys. If you want to build a truck like this, you can do it. You can do it in your house. A lot of the parts that we're going to be putting on this truck will be bolt-on, and that's on purpose. So that's to show you that you can buy these same parts and bolt them on. Yes, there may be some welding and some fabrication in there, but it's nothing you can't handle if you set your mind to it. You don't even have to be able to paint it if you want to do a patina, right? All right, so that's going to be the build. So the next thing that we're going to do on this truck is we're going to take this truck, I'm going to strip it all the way back down to the bare frame, paint it, and build it, and then we're going to show you how we done it. So thanks for watching. Make sure you stay tuned, subscribe and like, hit that bell down there so you get notified for when the next episode comes out. that you'll be able to see the first part of this build and how it's going to be coming along. And thanks for watching. Enjoy it. Love you. God bless you. Murph.